I want to begin by expressing my gratitude for the opportunity to address you today, even if I cannot be with you in person. I had hoped to join you directly, but due to safety concerns and the legal travel bans imposed on my family since 2018, that remains impossible for now. That is, I could maybe be trapped in the country should I had come in person. For today, an empty chair will have to represent my voice, a stark symbol of the silencing faced by so many of us. I do hope this situation will change and I can join you in person very soon. My sister's case is an example of the grim reality that many face. For her women's rights work, she has been imprisoned, tortured, and placed under an illegal travel ban. Her story is not unique, and it serves as a powerful backdrop to my remarks today about the proposed UN Cybercrime Treaty and its potential ramifications for countries like Saudi Arabia. The UN Cybercrime Treaty, as it currently stands, is excessively broad and introduces significant legal uncertainty. It provides states with the tools to leverage highly intrusive domestic and cross-border surveillance powers to address a vaguely defined list of criminal offenses. This vague framing risks becoming a serious weapon in the hands of governments that are already using cybercrime laws to suppress dissent. The situation in Saudi Arabia is a cautionary tale. Over the past few years, our monitoring and research have revealed the disturbing extent of Saudi Arabia's surveillance apparatus, both online and offline. Civil society can no longer speak independently, and those who dare to express what the authorities consider dissent are often silenced through imprisonment or worse. One of the most troubling discoveries we made was the existence of a Saudi state security watch list known as Watch Upon Return, or Taraqqabul Awda in Arabic. This list monitors social media accounts of Saudis abroad, targeting them upon their return. To give you a stark example, a Saudi citizen was arrested simply for criticizing the quality of food provided by the embassy during COVID-19. Another case is Salma Shihab, a PhD student who was arrested upon her return from the UK for social media content supporting human rights defenders. Her initial sentence was 6 years, which was then later increased to 34 years before being reduced to 27 years. She remains in detention to this day. Even more brazenly, Saudi state television has laid bare the authorities' efforts to suppress free speech online. On the Thursday night program Blind Spot, 5 imprisoned social media users were interviewed, including one man jailed for a single tweet, a tweet that he hadn't expected could land him in prison. The message was chillingly clear. No one is safe online, and even what one considers mild criticism can become a crime. We have documented hundreds of cases of individuals imprisoned solely for their online expression. Among them is Abdurrahman al-Sathan, a man who remains forcibly disappeared to this day. His case highlights the dangers of a poorly constructed cybercrime treaty. Abdurrahman was tweeting anonymously when his identity was allegedly revealed after Saudi authorities corrupted Twitter employees to obtain user data. Under Article 34 of the proposed treaty, states are required to cooperate in collecting, obtaining, preserving, and sharing electronic evidence for any serious crime, punishable by 4 years or more. Article 40 requires states provide one another with the widest measures of mutual legal assistance in investigations, prosecutions, and judicial proceedings in relation to acts criminalized by the treaty and any serious crime. Without clear and robust limitations, such provisions will give governments unchecked power to surveil, arrest, and silence individuals under the guise of law enforcement. It also risks making states party to the treaty complicit in abuses by Saudi authorities. The problem is compounded by differences in judicial systems and their independence, or lack thereof. The treaty largely differs to domestic law in the conditions and safeguards it outlines in Article 24. In Saudi Arabia, laws such as the counterterrorism law and the anti-cybercrime law define criminal offenses in dangerously vague terms. These laws are routinely used to target peaceful activism and free speech. Cases are tried in the Specialized Criminal Court, or the SCC, a jurisdiction that has been increasingly weaponized against human rights defenders. Trials are often held in secret, court documents withheld, and witnesses barred from testifying. This lack of due process leaves individuals without any protection against abuse of the law. The Cybercrime Treaty will only exacerbate these existing abuses. It would provide governments with even more tools to surveil, silence, and detain critiques, undermining fundamental human rights under the pretense of addressing cybercrime. It is critical to address these risks and implement clear safeguards to ensure that such provisions cannot be misused. In closing, I want to emphasize that cybercrime legislation must prioritize human rights and include robust definitions, safeguards, and independent oversight. The price of failing to do so is measured in lives silenced, freedoms lost, and families torn apart, a price that many, including my family and I, know all too well. Thank you for listening and for holding space for voices like mine. I look forward to a day where I can join you in person without fear to continue this vital conversation. Wassalamu alaikum. Thank you.